Hey, hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. It's day 10 for our 40 days of sacred clearing for women over 40, making space for all things new. And it is I, Allison Rozelle, also known as Coach Roz. And today, my message basically is pretty simple. I want to know, are you settling? So let's just recap a little bit. I have been talking about, we talked about empty nest, having an empty nest and what to do. Now that you have an empty nest, we talked about some of the benefits, some of the signs of empty nest syndrome. We've also been talking about dating over 40 since now we have the empty nest. What we going to fill that nest with? Basically, we're going to fill the nest with love. And it's more so of us receiving love and loving ourselves, right? So, this topic kind of can go a few ways, okay? So when I ask, are you settling? I want to know, are you settling? Are you settling for less than the best, which is what you deserve? So I ask this because a lot of times we feel like in our age bracket, the window of opportunity for the opposite sex is getting smaller and smaller. And I'm just going to keep it real. When I talk to some of my girlfriends and everything, the biggest thing that we say is, okay, all the men are either dead, in jail, gay, or married. And that's the way we put it. So what we end up doing is we start treating relationships and dating like an act of scarcity. And so we start getting desperate and we start just accepting whatever. So, a prime example, I was speaking with a couple of friends about relationships that they're currently in. Right now, they are settling. They really are. They're settling. They're not, excuse me, they don't have in the relationship what it is that they really, really want. But because of the scarcity of um, available men, because of um, some of the issues that a lot of times we tend to run into these days with dating, that make it a little bit more challenging for those of us who are 40 and over. Um, so they just start accepting what they can get, and that's really not good. Because for me, I decided a long time ago I was going to stop settling. I was going to stop settling for less than who I really want to be with, right? So I'm not going to just accept a man in my life just cuz he's a man and I'm lonely. Or worse, I'm not going to take it and just be like, okay, well, I'll just take this guy, Mr. Right Now, because I'm lonely and I'm horny. I'm not going to do that. So, what you have to do is you got to set a standard for yourself. And I invite you, and I not only invite you, but I am encouraging you to set a standard for yourself. So, instead of accepting whomever comes along in whatever condition they're in, and you're like, I'll just work with it, having this man is better than having no man, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, because if we are daughters of the most high God, why in the world would we settle for less than God's best, right? And like I said in the previous video, it could be that this is the time that God is using for you to kind of do some growth in some things, so that, you can go for that man that's got the 800 credit score and the like half a meal sitting in his savings account, and he can whisk you off to jet set all over the world. I mean, get yourself ready for that. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want. But I think this is just the opportunity for you to start really being specific and start narrowing down what is it I really, really want. And not just in relationships. What do I really, really want in my life right now? Because I get people who send me questions about, like, finding their purpose and, working on their dreams and their visions and everything else. And my thing is, we got to get out of the scarcity mentality. And it bleeds over into the jobs we pick. It bleeds over into the relationships that we pick, and not just romantic relationships. We do it with, like, friendships. We accept things from, like, our families that we don't need to accept. We don't set the healthy boundaries. So that's why I have to ask, are you settling? Are you settling for less than the best? Be honest. So your assignment is, think of the areas of your life where you are settling. And then I want you to take those areas and I want you to be specific. What do I want in this area? In the area of my, career, finances, business, whatever. Am I settling? Am I just accepting crumbs? Am I settling for less than what I want and what I deserve, right? So break it down. Break it down to those categories of, your finances, your relationships, your social life and all this kind of stuff, because I had to sit down and think of those things. Where am I not happy in those places, and where am I settling? Where am I accepting mediocre things? Mediocrity is no longer acceptable for me in any way, shape, or form. It's just not. So I just don't settle for less than what I deserve and want. Period. So that's my message for you. I want to know, are you settling? And if you are, I need you to sit down and take a long, hard look into different areas of your life where you are settling. And then from that moment, set the standard. And we're going to talk a little bit more about setting standards as the days continue, because we are clearing out this space, because we're wanting to make room for everything new in our lives, in our careers, in our businesses, in our relationships. I want you to really, really get this, okay? So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Tell me, what areas are you just going to go ahead and just confess, hey, I'm settling in this area. I'm settling for Mr. Right now instead of waiting for Mr. Right. I'm settling for, no shade against Walmart. I'm settling for, Walmart quality when I want Target, when I want Neiman Marcus, when I want, what I'm saying? So yeah, tell me, where are you settling? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Share this video. If you like any of the videos that I've done, you can always go to my Coach Roz Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Coach Roz. And you can go to the video section and you can catch up. And you can share these videos by all means, and let people know, hey, look at what we're talking about on Coach Roz. And again, I really want to know, where are you settling? Because I had to really look at myself. I'm settling. I've settled in some places, and I decided not no more. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye for now.